Dylan's sleeping. Dylan's in my bed. He's all wrapped up like you wouldn't even believe. Where is it? No, why does it always take me so long to find it? It's like it comes up on everybody else's thing. All right, there we go. Allison Love. No longer holding yourself back. Eight of Swords is in reverse. Being guided by the divine and listening to your intuition makes you no longer feel like you're waiting for your ship to come in, but there's a new opportunity on the horizon. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship will start a new journey that leads to happiness. If you're not with anyone, you have new energy coming in that's a Taurus, and also choices. An air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini enters. Enos, general for the next 4 days. General for the next 4 days. You may be feeling a little bit stuck. It's important to make sure you're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. That will serve you well. You may have a little bit of sharp energy around you. You could have to lay down the law, set up boundaries, and cut through a little bit of bullshit between now and the next 4 days. Money comes in, feeling like the world is at your feet as far as money is concerned, paying off a bill of debt or a loan or putting money aside for something. You may even be focused on a side business or a way to bring in extra money, and that would happen for you pretty quickly. Coco, general. Maybe thinking about going to school, learning a new area of study, and you may be undecided about it. If you decide to do it, it would be a good choice. Anyway, you may be feeling a little bit of regret or negativity around an argument you recently had with somebody. That should move into the past, and you guys should work out the whatever the problem was. It moves into the past. You've got success coming in around a new little adventure. The sun comes out over your life and the Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. Your persistence and your readiness or being prepared for something helps you to push your life forward quickly. I don't know what it is. It may have something to do with work, school, or whatever it is you do all day. But there's success coming in around like being persistent and not giving up. But I think it has to do with like a career thing or a business. Cece, when and how will M reach out? It probably will be a message of some type, like a text message or a direct message, possibly early spring. To Kenya next week. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief when a business endeavor moves forward pretty quickly. There may be some kind of creative project around it, or you may be using a creative way of doing something that, I don't know, brings in more money, because regret and negativity move into the past, anxiety moves into the past, no longer feeling like you're holding yourself back, but feeling like you're being guided by the divine. It seems to have to do with a work or business endeavor. Make sure that you're taking plenty of time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and next week should be a pretty profitable week. Cece, how does Kay feel about me? How does Kay feel about me? He thinks that you're interesting, nice, funny, caring, friendly, sincere, intuitive, and attractive. Chloe B. Love. The love cup is full, but it's slow and steady wins the race. So if there's somebody around you right now that you've been dating, you're about to start a new journey, but it's slow and steady. If you're not with anyone right now, you may have to turn your back on something that was no longer working for you, or that didn't work out the way you wanted to, in order for the next thing to come in. Next person that comes in looks like it could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, that comes in out of the clear blue. You should have a new opportunity to start a new relationship on the horizon, if you're not with anyone right now. If you are, it's slow and steady, but it's still moving forward. Desiree Love. Things change for you for the better quickly with the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Cups. A wish comes true. The world is at your feet. A Virgo comes in. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Virgo, a Libra, and you also have a Leo coming in. So there's plenty of opportunity on the horizon. It also looks like things move forward for you pretty quickly. UAF today. Is it better to stay or go? Does it matter? Okay. Is it better to stay? You had a 33% chance that it's better to stay. Let's see. Is it better to go? It's better to go. It does make a difference. It's better to go. You got the sun that comes out when you go. I don't know what the situation is, but that's what comes up. Spirit messages. My favorite, Archangel Raphael. Eight of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. You got two angels. The Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities. And then the Lovers, Archangel Raphael. Intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. Not bad. UAF. Will I be making any improvements soon? Personal goals, general. I feel like I've been backtracking. I don't think you've been backtracking. I don't feel like that. I mean, I could be wrong, but Well, you have nice stuff happening around finances, work, and career. So I wouldn't be surprised if you made a change there relatively soon. So that would probably make you feel like life is moving forward. It also looks like relationship wise, the lovers is here. So that's positive. And you have a wish with the star card. Here you go. Moving on to greener pastures, leaving something in the past and moving forward. I think that that may be the job or career thing that changes for you quickly. Make sure that you're taking time for rest and relaxation because that's important. Intuition is spot on. Cause for celebration comes in around being guided by the divine, possibly to a new business opportunity. That's probably where you're going to feel like you made a change for the better quickly. Yeah, I mean, everything looks like it's moving forward. Career looks good. Business looks good. Um, Moving forward. Relationship looks good. Finances look successful. And you're being guided by the divine. So I think you're in a good place. And I think you've done a lot of work over the last couple of years. Like just on yourself as a person. April, the apartment ad that just answered my email, Bromley. Could you see if it's a good idea to go ahead with it and if they'll give it to me? Okay, is this a good idea? I don't know. It doesn't look like it's a good idea. Lovers is in reverse and so is the Nine of Rods. Do you know for a fact that it's a legitimate thing and that it's not some kind of a scam? It looks like they would give it to you, but I don't know. The cards don't indicate that it's for the greatest good. I don't know all the circumstances around it, but I don't know how it works where you live. But if they're like, if you could go through a realtor, I would assume that right, you can go to a realtor. Only because I don't know, there's too many illegitimate things out there and scams and people looking to like send me the deposit and then you never hear from them again, and it's for a location that doesn't exist. I would feel better if that you were dealing with some sort of an agent. I know that you have to pay for it, but to me, it's just worth it. I think it's worth it. I don't know, something about that just doesn't seem right. Cece. Will M reach out this week or next week to congratulate me on the job? I don't see communication coming in that quickly. I don't think so. Cece, general love for the week. You may be feeling like you're waiting around for your ship to come in. You do have good karma coming back to you, and you have a couple of people here. You have a Libra and you have an Aries. They may be new energy that hasn't arrived yet because it looks like they blow in out of the blue. Listen to your intuition when it comes to love. All that glistens isn't gold. So somebody may appear to be too good to be true. If you find that, then they may be. But that could be somebody that you haven't met yet because it looks like these are people that are coming in. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries, cutting through any bullshit that you need to definitely would serve you well. And you have the Magician here, which would be the ability to manifest new opportunities around love. So put out into the universe exactly what you want. Cece, will Kay respond or reach out to me today? I don't see communication today. No. If it comes in, like the chances love would be later in the day. Teresa, what does the Sag want with me? Mixed signals again. Let's see. I don't think that this person has made a decision yet as to wanting things to move forward. They seem to be undecided, but ultimately I think that that's what they're going to want. They may be having mixed signals right now because they're just not 100% sure, so they're coming up a little bit slow or a little bit inconsistent, which is kind of typical of Sagittarius, but there is growth and happiness. The sun comes out over this situation, and there is long-term potential if you decide to hang out a minute and give it a chance. Thinks about you an awful lot. You also have an earth sign around you, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you've got success coming in around love connections. So you should have some nice stuff happening in the near future. There's a Sagittarius who shows up right in the reading. There's also a Libra around you, or maybe a Libra that's coming in that hasn't come in yet. I have that stupid song in my head. Martha, do you know Martha Speaks? I don't know if you know this cartoon, but it's about a dog who ate some alphabet soup and now she speaks. And the song is in my head. Martha speaks and speaks and speaks and speaks and speaks. I mean, it's cute, but these fucking songs get caught in my head. Lara, what will happen the next time I see Elle? Not much. It looks like there's a weakness around this situation, and the Hermit is in reverse, so I wouldn't expect much communication. This person, like, you could run into them on accident, and it takes that other person by surprise, and they don't know how to react. Kind of leaves you feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. Cece, what's my blockage with reconciliation with M? Well, I think that look, desire, anybody that's desiring something has a blockage, because desire builds blockage. So I mean, it looks like one or both of you have walked away from the situation and life has moved forward. So I don't know what the situation is between the two of you right now. It looks like there's some sharp energy. But if you want to reconcile with someone and you don't want to pick up the phone and call them and apologize or whatever, but you want them to reach out to you, that's automatic blockage, because it's the desire for something. Whenever we desire for something, pushes it away. So like feeling like I don't give a shit, I don't care, I don't need this, this is not important to me anymore, that releases the desire. And when you don't desire it, that's when it comes to you. Anything that you're holding on to, you'll never have. So that's where the blockage is. You know, it's like sand. Like, you can hold your hand open like this and the sand will sit in it. But if you hold it like this, the sand is going to come out. So anything you're trying to hold on to just slips through our fingers. But if you don't care about it anymore and you move forward with your life, and then it releases the blockage. So desire builds blockage. That's it. Want, need, desire, longing, hoping, all of those feelings, wishing. I wish things could be different. I wish things didn't end this way. I wish things would move forward. All those feelings. And saying it to people, like having conversations with people. Well, I wish things didn't end this way. I just wish that he would call me. I just wish he wanted to see me. All of that energy builds blocks. Where am I? I think I'm at MN for love. Got a love connection coming in with commitment on the horizon, possibly with new energy. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Feels like your life is moving forward and you get communication, or this happens quickly. Looks like it's a water sign. They may be a little adventurous. They may be very hardworking, grounded, stable, sincere. And when you meet them, you feel like, I'm no longer waiting for my ship to come in. Martha X, love. Being guided by the divine will lead you to the love cup being full and bring in a soulmate connection. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Gemini, a Leo, and an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, that come in, but they're brand new energy. It actually happens pretty quickly. I would say sometime this spring, these people could show up. And you may be no longer feeling weighed down by love, but you may feel like not only are things moving forward, I have some choices. Tani, love. You're another one. Being guided by the divine brings in happiness when it comes to love. Feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain, starting a new journey, but I'm going to have choices. Got a passionate Pisces that comes in. You also have a Virgo coming in. You've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities around love. A Scorpio enters and growth and transformation comes to your love life. Kiki, how will the dermatologist appointment go? It goes well. It goes well. You have the Three of Rods in reverse and the Six of Pentacles, which would be they have a lot of respect for you, or they're able to help you with your problem. You're not feeling like you're waiting for an answer. Like they seem to have the solution to your problem pretty quickly. Tiffany, did you see that I tagged you in last night's? I missed one of your super chats, so I answered it and I put it in the like in the chat at the bottom. I tagged you, and then it was Zarda who missed her reading. I found it when I went back and saw that I missed yours. I found hers anyway. Love reading. Sagittarius comes in, and Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo come in, and a Libra. If you're not with anyone right now, you'll have choices and cause for celebration. If you are with someone right now, good karma comes back to your relationship, and your relationship is starting to get grounded and stable, but you may need to have a little bit of patience. Nine of Cups. You have a wish around love, and it happens pretty quickly. It also looks like you have an Aries around, or an Aries coming in and feeling successful around love because you have choices and you're calling the shots. Listen to your intuition. Lara, how does Elle feel towards me? Thinks that you're strong, courageous, loyal, stable, creative, intuitive, kind. You have a lot of potential for the future, and that you're very intelligent. Sepia, general. Got a new business or job opportunity coming in with the Ace of Pentacles, and you may feel like finally life is starting to move forward. The Chariot could also be that a Cancer enters. Three of Pentacles. A business or job opportunity should be stable and long-term and bring in plenty of cash flow. Cause for celebration comes in around feeling successful. You got some good karma coming back to your life. You have a Virgo around you that may be significant. Two of Cups. You could have a committed relationship on the horizon. And as we move into the spring, you should be feeling a little bit more optimistic and have the world at your feet. April, love, still nothing from S. You should hear from him soon, because it looks like something out of the blue comes up spontaneous relatively soon. If it's not him, then it would be with somebody else, because it doesn't look, it looks like you're busy this weekend. It looks like being guided by the divine. You got a fire sign that comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but the Pisces is here as well. Also a Sagittarius comes in. Okay, you got a Capricorn, a Sagittarius, a Pisces, and then you have another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, being guided by the divine, and you've got starting a new journey. Or spontaneity, something happens out of the blue. Your persistence around love pays off, and you start to move forward with your love life. UAF, would it benefit to stay, or would it just be remorse? Would I benefit to stay? Okay, would I benefit to stay? I get a 70% chance, yes, you would benefit, but you might feel a little stifled and held back if you do. Sepia, career and timing. Six of Pentacles. You should be getting a job where you're being better compensated and earning more respect, maybe even having a higher position. You've got the Sun here, which is happiness comes out, being guided by the divine, and some luck coming in. A grounded, stable position that brings in good money. And once again, you might have choices. Your perseverance pays off with the Seven of Rods. But you know, with the timing thing, I feel like it already should have happened. But you know how timing sucks. Let's see. Early spring, or the King could be maybe, possibly within the next 2 weeks. I feel like it should have happened. So the timing thing I can't swear to, because I feel like it's been coming up pretty strong around you for a while, and everything just seems to be very slow. My life moves very slow too, so, I mean, I can appreciate the frustration. Because I've waited like years and years to see things come into fruition. I don't think that's going to happen for you. Especially not with Uranus sitting on your Sun. There's no way. I don't know when your birthday is, but Uranus is at 7 degrees of Taurus right now. So that's like last week of April, beginning first week of May. Ronnie, love for March. Okay, Sagittarius is here, and he's ambitious. He's looking for a little bit of adventure. Somebody from your past that returns is prepared for a new beginning. Feeling like the world is at your feet. You got good luck around it. Things could change for the better quickly. I don't know. I think that Sagittarius is going to be around in March. I don't know how you feel about that. Sepia, love. Once again, so annoying because right here, first card, the Two of Cups, committed relationship where you're earning a lot of respect. You're putting into the relationship what you're getting out, and vice versa. You're going to have choices. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer. Cause for celebration comes in around the world being at your feet. Feeling successful, you got a Pisces and a Virgo here as well. Your life is moving forward to greener pastures. But once again, like I feel like all of this should have happened. The timing may be really screwed up, but especially for the fixed signs, Aquarius and Scorpio, Leo and Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo, with Uranus placement, it should be, what it should do is break everybody out of situations, whatever they are, that don't work, and bring in something new. And especially for Taurus, which sometimes can get like comfortable in a situation. Well, most people can, but Taurus especially get comfortable in a situation that may not be best for them, but they're comfortable in it. So even though it might suck, you kind of know what you're getting. Even for Taurus, it should, especially for Taurus, because it's sitting on Taurus Sun, that it should break you out of these things and push you forward. Like it's like a kick in the ass. It sends everything forward. It just maybe hasn't hit your sun yet. But, I mean, it retrograded and now it's coming back. So maybe it's got to hit it again. It's very frustrating, but things got to move forward relatively soon. Love you, sunshine. General career, what's coming in for me on the career front? Okay. Got money coming in. 10 of Pentacles, and you have happiness coming in around your career. Now, whatever career it is that you're in, this may be your passion. You may be feeling very passionately about it. And you've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and that's exactly what's going to happen. You've got plenty of opportunity coming in early spring that changes your life for the better quickly and brings in much more money. Things should be really good for you this spring, money-wise and career-wise. Not to mention that you're really going to enjoy it, too. You're going to really love it. April, is the Bromley apartment ad legit? I'm only getting a 33% chance that it's legit, but your persistency will, all right, if you persist in finding out and getting to the bottom of this, you'll get to the bottom of it and find out if it's the truth. I don't know if you could go over there. You know what I mean? Like, go over there and check it out. Something about the whole situation just doesn't sit right with me. And the cards are not indicating very strong that this would be a good place or it would be a good fit or something there wouldn't be legit. I don't know what it is. I am very skeptical about random ads, especially when it comes to selling cars or apartments. But if there's a way that you can get to the bottom of it without having to give them any money, if you could go over it and look at it with somebody, I would definitely suggest that. There's just too many scams out there. Lara, does Elle have feelings for me? Have any love feelings for me? I would say this person cares about you, but I don't see love here. No, I don't see love or romance here, not right now. Patty, how does Jose feel now that we've talked? Will I see him? This situation, I don't know what's going on between the two of you, but it looks like there's a lot of disappointment around it, and it looks like you two aren't on the same page. So, I mean, you talked, you could see him, but it doesn't really seem to change anything, and there's not any success. There's heartbreak, and it looks like he maybe has lost interest in this situation. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to continue to pursue this, because if you keep asking him to hang out, or if you want to see him, he'll give in to that, but it's still not going to cultivate a relationship. I don't think he's looking to be in a relationship right now. So I don't know, you may want to think about what your intentions are, because it could, the way it comes off is like you're trying to make something happen that it just, like, the energy is kind of against it. Like he's not looking to be in a relationship, or he doesn't want that. And it's like you could talk, you could have contact, you can meet up again, you could even hook up, but that's not going to lead to a relationship. Not now, anyway. So I would, be careful with, because, like, the longer you continue to do this, the more disappointed you may feel. I would kind of, if it were me, my suggestion would be to distance yourself from him and see if he comes forward. If he comes forward, then I would put a little more effort in, but it seems like you have much more desire for this relationship than he does, and it's very unbalanced. Rebecca, general for the upcoming week. General for the upcoming week. Looks like a pretty good week. You've got, your intuition is pretty strong, so definitely listen to it. You're not waiting for your ship to come in. You're making things happen that make you feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you can exhale. You've got the ability to manifest new opportunities, being guided by the divine, and love looks good. If you're not with anyone right now, a Libra enters. If you are with someone right now, good karma comes back to your relationship, and your persistence just in life in general pays off this week. It should be a good week for you. April, general with S and I. Well, it looks like things could move forward pretty quickly. Even if you've been feeling a little disappointed by things lately, there's still opportunity for things to strengthen and move forward. Love cup here is full. It might not be yet. This may be coming down the road, but there is potential. Communication is coming in. So communication comes in quickly with the Page of Swords. Oh my God, I'm going to have a hard time saying this. Hang on. Maquilando. I'm sure I didn't say it right. Does my ex that is locked up miss me? Yes, very much. Very much. Sepia, me, and Ramel. If you decided to turn around and walk away from him, that's exactly when things start to move forward, because there's long-term potential. Your wish happens, he returns, and the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. And then things move forward quickly. How annoying is that? But if you've recently distanced yourself from him, you should hear from him soon. Or if you've been aggravated with him and feel like nothing is ever happening, nothing here is ever changing, and you start to look in another direction, that's when he's going to show up. And I hate that because it's so annoying, but that's what's going to happen. This guy's still around you, and he's still showing up. And he shows up pretty strong with the Empress. Empress is really strong. Lara, love for next week. Got an Aries that enters that could be very persistent, and you feel like you've got the world at your feet. It looks like out of the clear blue sky, you could meet this person when you turn around and walk away from things that no longer serve you. Aquarius, okay, Taurus, it's an important year for Taurus because of Uranus. But Aquarius has got Jupiter sitting on their sun all year, so it's an even better year for Aquarians. Serena, I'm deciding between two advertising options. Will the $2 or the $5 package suit my business more? $2. $5. The $5 one if you can afford it. Yeah, if you can manage it, I would go with the $5 one. Loso. Why hasn't Ra reached out to have a full conversation with me since we hung out? He's just watching me on social media. not ready to have a conversation. Fool is in reverse. Something needs to be revealed around this situation before your relationship with him can move forward, and he's not ready to discuss it. Growth and transformation has to come to him as a person, and he's holding himself back. He's not ready. He's just not ready. I think I skipped somebody. Did I? Maybe I didn't. Miss Rosie. Libra's next actions towards him. Things look quiet. It doesn't look like anything changes quickly. Eight of Rods is in reverse. This person may be kind of busy with work or school or something. They seem preoccupied right now. Communication will come in, but not right away. It's going to take a little time, maybe a couple of weeks. And then communication shows up out of the blue. Jay, just booked a job interview with FedEx for next week. How would that go? Oh, excellent. That's good. I think one of these places is hiring you, so I'm not really concerned. You got an interview with this place. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes off pretty quickly. Let's see. You might be anxious, but just relax because I think you're going to get this job. You come off as feeling very strength. You come up as showing them as you're very strong, consistent, hardworking, that you have long-term goals. And I think that you could get this job because you got the Lover's card and you got the Sun. And you're listening to your intuition. You may be really nervous, though, when you walk in. Just take a couple of deep breaths because I think that you got this. But, you know, it's always nerve-wracking, right? You always got to get nervous. I feel like if you don't get nervous, there's something wrong with you. Although I'm always nervous. I had anxiety before. I don't even know why. I have anxiety all the time. Not all the time, but I get it a lot. Macolando. Why has he contacted me? Why did he contact you? Or he didn't contact you? All right, why has he contacted me? Is that it? Why has he contacted me? Okay, so this is a complicated situation here for sure. First of all, there's a tower between you and this person. So either you guys have recently had a disaster between the two of you, or one is on the horizon. There could be a third party involved here as well. If this person contacted you, it's like you have a wish around the situation. Think about what it is that you need for yourself, because you may be moving past this situation. Oh, he hasn't contacted you. Wait a second. Oh, he hasn't contacted you. All right, let me start over. There's arguments here. There is something that's going on between the two of you, or there's something that's going on around him that he either doesn't want you to know about, or he's not willing to talk about. Eight of Rods is in reverse. Nothing here is going to change. He feels hurt by something. I don't know, that might not have anything to do with you, but I wouldn't expect communication coming in. He's undecided. There may be a lot of fear around this. I don't know the whole situation. I don't know how frequently he's able to use the phone. I don't know any of that stuff, but it looks like he's undecided about whether he wants to reach out to you. So right now he's not going to. There may be more to this situation than you know. There could be more that's happening here than you know about, because the Fool in reverse is something needs to be revealed. before the relationship can move forward. And it doesn't make a difference what it is that's revealed, and it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is. It just has to be dealt with. Sepia, will I have to leave my job without another one? Oh God, I hope not. I don't think so. Look, it shows up again that you're going to have choices. No, I don't think you're going to have to. I don't understand what's going on here or what's taken so long, but... Patty, if I ask Jose, let's be friends, will he accept it? I get a 70% chance, yes, he will, but Chariot's in reverse, which means you're not going to get much out of him. Like, it's not going to go too far. I don't know what it is that you're really looking for with him, but if you really want more than friendship and you try to stay friends with him, you're never going to get past it. I would let it go. That would be my suggestion. If you ask him to be friends, he'll accept it, but you're not going to get all that much out of him. The situation will still be what it is. He'll just agree to it. Thing is that if you're friends with someone that you have feelings for or that you want more from, you're not going to get over it. You're just going to keep trying to cultivate more, and it's just going to be disappointing. So, you know, that may not be for the greatest good. The best thing for you may be to distance yourself from him for a while. Princessa Hicks, will I hear from the Taurus soon? I don't think so, no. No, the death card's in reverse, which would be there's not much changing around the situation, and he comes up as very undecided. So when he's indecisive, he doesn't do anything. That's also typical of Taurus. When they're undecided, they don't do anything. April, how will tonight go? Mom's birthday is usually high expectations. Okay. It goes well. It goes well. The love cup is full. The 8 of rods. Things change for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition. You have a wish around the situation. I think for the most part it goes well. It won't be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. But it's okay. You get through it. Rosie. No. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Thank you. Jay. The FedEx hub I applied to work at is 30 minutes away. Will the drive every day wear on me? You're going to get so used to it. You're going to get so used to it. Yeah, you're going to get used to it. So, my whole life, I've worked, A&P from here is 2.5 miles, or it's 2 miles from here. I mean, my other job was 7 miles. I had my 2006 Beetle. I had it for 3 years, and in 3 years, I think I put 20,000 miles on it. Then I started teaching yoga all over New Jersey, all over New Jersey. Like, I would go to one studio 50 miles away and then come home, and then later at night go back to one that was 20 miles away. And like the Meadowlands Arena from here. It's not the Meadowlands anymore. Now it's MetLife, I think. From here, it's probably like a 40-minute ride. And people would be like, oh my God, you're going to go all the way to the Meadowlands to see a concert? Like, oh my God, all the way. And then I used to make that drive sometimes twice a day. Once you start doing it, it's not a big deal anymore. Like, once you're in the routine of it, you don't even think about it. Like, you just do it. And then the opposite happens. Now that I haven't done it, I don't want to drive around the corner. I'm like, yeah, it's too far. Like, I went out once for a run and I ran 13 miles. When I came home, my dad called and I was like, oh, I just came back from a run. He's like, where'd you go? I'm like, I told him. He used to live here. He knows the streets. And he was like, oh my God, 13 miles? I don't want to drive 13 miles. But like, once you do it, it's no big deal anymore. And then sometimes you may even like look at it like it's your kind of like meditation time. You know, it's a good time when you're in the car to put on like, you know, something that you can listen to that's like motivational, where you wouldn't do that if you're at home because you'll watch TV or whatever. You're going to get used to it. You'll be fine. And especially if you're making more money and you enjoy the job. Like, I never cared driving to yoga because I enjoyed it. Whereas, you know, driving 7 miles up the street, but to have somebody hounding me for stupid shit, you know. New me. Will I be able to get my hair done by C tomorrow? Yeah, I think so. Yep. Soleil, general around my coworker Tyrita and I. Well, I mean, I don't know what the relationship is between the two of you right now, but it does show that there's cause for celebration around happiness around the two of you, seeming like you made it to the top of the mountain and the two of you may start a new journey together. I don't know if she's someone new that just started there that all of a sudden you become friends with. She seems legit. Seems like she cares for you a lot, and that the things could change for the better quickly. But you know me, I'm skeptical of everyone. So I would, you know, I would be cautious with her, but she seems to be pretty legitimate. Like, she could be a pretty decent friend, and it could be a long-term friend. Look at this, that's texting me. Chocolate Zero. It's, this is some, like, a carbohydrate-free, keto-friendly chocolate. Probably tastes like shit. I gotta tell you, once you start keto, after a couple of weeks, you don't have any desire really to eat anything else. Like, I don't even care about food right now. And the scale today, 163. I know I keep going between 163 and 165, but it's a good day when it's 163. You know, Arlene, I tried doing tarot classes. What I was thinking of doing was doing them as a private live stream, but the problem with that is that everyone's in a different time zone. And I feel like it's really hard to teach. I don't know. I could, yeah. And then there was times where people were just booking private Zoom classes so that we could go over the cards. And I think that that's cool too. If it's something that you would be interested in, we could try to work something out. It's kind of hard to, like, I can't teach, like you have to cultivate your own intuition, but I can teach you what the cards mean. And then the way you apply them to the situation. You know, like, all right, for example, if somebody asked me, how's my relationship going? And this card came up, okay, this is not good. There's a betrayal here. So, and that's would be if it's with a relationship with someone. But what if this card came up and it was like, the question was, how's my move going to be? And this came up. How would you apply it then? I would say that the moving company, or there is a betrayal around, either there would be a betrayal around the move. Either it's you getting scammed by the place you're moving into, the mover scamming you, somebody is doing something that's not legit. So as far as like the meanings of the cards, I could teach that. It's the way you apply them to the situation that I think is important. And sometimes it's different, you know, like for different people or different situations. Like if this is like feeling prepared or ready, willing, and able. Well, in a love relationship, that would be great. But what happens if the question is he going to leave me? Two of Wands. Well, he's ready, willing, and able. He's out the door. But anyhow, I could do it. I could do it. It just seems like I only get so far with it. And then either people lose the time or the interest or whatever. Or then maybe they're not getting enough out of it. Or life gets in the way. Um, Sonia, what would YSC, the Cancer, think and feel about me on the level of my intellect and physically as well when meeting him? All right, what would he think and feel? He would be a little bit undecided. His first, initially, he would be undecided. It could be a couple of things. He may feel like you're a little bit more developed than him intellectually, and he may be a little intimidated by that. However, he doesn't let it stand in his way, and the relationship still could move forward. But in his initial reaction, it has nothing to do with physical. Physical would be fine. Like physical, he would think you're attractive and all that other stuff. But like he may feel like you're smarter, intelligent, and more intelligent than him. He may find that to be a little intimidating, but he's still going to let things move forward. He just may be a little bit intimidated. Chai May, will Elle think I look good on my first date tomorrow? Yes, he will. Um, Avery was tearing the place up yesterday. That's why I try to do this when she goes to sleep and she takes a nap. Otherwise, you know, she's got her own cat in the hat cards, but she wants mine. She wants mine. She wants to knock everything over. Pain in the neck. Soleil, what can I expect for this weekend? What can I expect for this weekend? Negativity moves into the past. The fire sign may be around. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It looks like you may feel like life is moving forward or transforming, and there's also an Aries around you. Perseverance pays off. You could be spending time working on a creative project, and you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Doesn't look like a bad weekend at all. Ronnie, was the Sagittarius really jealous when he saw my flowers from the Libra? Oh, good. I hope so. I love that. I really love that. Yes, he was jealous. Good. Good. I hope that it makes his head turn red and his smoke come out his ears. That's what he gets. T. Vet Love. Growth and transformation comes to your love life. You've got the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility on the horizon. Please be careful if you don't want kids right now. The world is at your feet. You've got several options. You've got a Scorpio. You have an Aries. You've got success coming in around somebody from your past returning. You have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, being guided by the divine towards an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and cause for celebration comes in. You're gonna have options, and you may be exploring your options, but something may happen. You may reconnect with somebody from your past, or somebody who you've known from your past. It doesn't always have to be someone that you were once involved with. Could be, but you have plenty of people coming in around you. April, I had a dream this morning about moving into my new place, and my cat and I were extremely happy. I thought the email I received may be related, but could it mean something, or is it subconscious? Could the email be related? I only get a 33% chance that the email is related, but it still could be a premonition. You know what I mean? Like, it could be, that was the only one time that I had a straight up legitimate predictive dream, was when I got this place. And I'm not even kidding you. It was crazy the way it happened. We came to look at this place, and I had a 14-year-old dog at the time, and she was coming with me. Like, I would have lived in my car if I had to. She was coming with me. And the realtor spoke to the landlord, and the landlord said, oh, there's no dogs allowed there. So I was like, okay, forget that place. We'll find something else. And I wasn't in a hurry. Like, I didn't have a time. I had to be out because I was living with my mom at the time. So I'm like, okay, just call me when you find something else. So like weeks went by. And then I had a dream that the realtor called me and said, you can have that place. The landlord made a mistake. You can have dogs. And right? Because I always have to be an asshole. I'm like, no. If the rule is no dogs, I don't want to move in there, and I don't want there to be an issue, blah, 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 blah. And in the dream, the realtor, like, I could hear, her name was Carol. I remember her voice. No, it was a mistake. You can have it. The landlord just wants to meet your dog. That's it. So the next morning, I'm not even kidding, the realtor called. She called me at work, and she was like, there was a mistake. And I was like, no way. I had a dream about that last night. But that was the only time that I had a straight up predictive dream. That happened the next day. But for you, even if it's not this place, it may mean that there's one on the horizon. So I would say that it could be a combination of the subconscious and something predictive coming. Yeah, and it may not be this place. It could be another place, but you should be getting something soon. Sonia, all the men I feel like that about me, and then they run away fast. No, I don't think he's running away. No. He told them to you told you to throw them out. You should have told him that you would shove them up his ass. That's where I'll throw them, up your ass. He's an asshole. He really is. But good. I'm glad that he got upset. I hope it keeps him up at night. Simone, how does Jazz feel about me? Feels that you're very strong, independent, courageous, grounded, stable, happy, sincere, loving, kind, very well grounded, intelligent, and intuitive. Nice. I can't believe he said throw them in the garbage. Delay my life from now until March 1st. No longer holding yourself back. You could be putting a whole lot of energy into a side business, which would serve you well. It's like a wish that comes true around side business. Maybe thinking about or signing up for or inquiring about going back to school. Cause for celebration comes in around that. It also looks like disappointments move into the past, and you're stepping into your own strength between now and then. I always feel like once we get to St. Patty's Day, like finally the spring is almost here, which is true because what's the 21st is spring. But I feel like we really need to get there because between lockdown and all the snow we're getting here, it's like we need to like get rid of this winter already. Jay, will FedEx email me confirming my interview? Yes, I think they will. Or they, yeah, or you get a text message or something. Yeah, they're going to confirm it. Soleil, work and love life in March. Work and love in March. Work looks good. You got the ability to manifest new opportunities. You got plenty of money coming in and long-term potential around a new career, a new job opportunity, or moving forward in your career. You got the Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody presents you with an offer that would be hard to turn down. As far as love goes, it may be a little bit less than stellar. The Two of Cups is in reverse and the Strength card is in reverse. You might need to have patience when it comes to love. You do have opportunity coming in, but the love cup is in reverse. So you may not click with these people. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius. Let's see what happens. You have good luck around love, but I don't know. You have opportunities, but you just may not click, or you may not find yourself in a commitment yet. Simone, general for the remainder of February. You have a wish. Love looks good. You got a soulmate connection on the horizon. If you're not with anyone right now, you could find yourself in a committed relationship with a Leo before the end of February. You're not holding yourself back. If the Leo doesn't do it, you got an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You also have a Taurus coming in. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Eight of Pentacles can really be any kind of a new class. Like it could be going and taking kickboxing or taking karate, whatever it is, it would be beneficial. It looks like the Six of Pentacles is here, which means that you should be getting better compensated at work. Your work relationships should be feeling a little bit more balanced, and growth and transformation comes to you as a person before the end of February. Elizabeth, love and career for the next 3 weeks. Okay, when it comes to love, you have plenty on the horizon. Starting a new journey that could have long-term potential makes you feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You've got a Virgo, a Libra, and an Aries around you. Plus, you have the Magician, which is the ability to manifest new opportunities and good luck coming in around love. So I'm not real concerned with love. Plenty of opportunities. You shouldn't be bored. When it comes to career, out of the clear blue sky, you could get a new opportunity that leads to success and also brings in substantial amount of money. Happiness comes in around financial stability and new job opportunities. Feeling like a disappointment around career is moving into the past and things change for the better quickly. So late next week. Intuition is spot on, so definitely listen to it. And then you're no longer holding yourself back. There may be a Leo around you that could be of significance, or that may be that you're stepping into your own strength. Capricorn could come in as well, feeling prepared, feeling like things are moving forward for you. Money comes in, success comes in, and you may be working on that side business that could be like somewhat of a passion, like feeling very passionately about it. You got the Sun card here, which is happiness is coming back to your life. And there could be a solution to a problem in front of you that you're just not seeing, or there could be an offer in front of you that you're not seeing, should present itself next week. Oh, Mel, that's funny. So late tomorrow. You may be taking time for rest, relaxation, or some sort of self-care. Whatever it is, it's good. The Fool is here. You could be starting a new journey, and the Moon is here, so your intuition is spot on. You may be feeling very ambitious around a business opportunity tomorrow, stepping into your own personal strength. There could be a Leo or a Virgo around tomorrow that wants to spend time with you, and it looks like an overall a pretty good day. Maybe something comes in out of the blue that's fun, something spontaneous with the Fool card. Stephanie, how is TL feeling of blocking him? How is TL feeling of me blocking him? Disappointed. Feels a little disappointed. Feels a little bit stuck, but he kind of expected it. Or he's not surprised. Maybe that's it. He's not surprised. Soleil. I don't see it yet, so let me just do J. Why did it take 4 applications with FedEx to finally get recruited? Everything takes forever these days. Everything. Yeah, because they're over there, they're stuck. First of all, they could be working with a lot less people because of the whole COVID thing. So that may be part of it. Then there was disappointment around them, or something may have been disappointing. Maybe they couldn't hire people, maybe they didn't have the money, whatever it is. It looks like things are starting to get back on track now and things are starting to move forward. But everything this whole year has taken forever, and we're still in that kind of sluggish energy. And I thought astrologically that by the time we got to the end of January, it should have passed, but it still feels like things are sluggish. I don't know. One astrologer that I follow says that like things should we should start to see significant changes at the end of February as we move into the spring. The pace of things should start to pick up, like as far as like, you know, everything around COVID. Like either it starts to fall into the backdrop or it's not, I don't know. We should start moving past it. And I think that that's a huge problem because no matter how you feel or where you fall in the spectrum of COVID, it's holding up everybody's life. Whether you've had it, you haven't had it, if you had the vaccine, you still have to wear a mask. I mean, everything is right now is so up in the air, but I think we should start to move past some of that and some normalcy should start to resurface come spring. But so many things have taken a hit because of that. I'm not surprised that it's taken forever to get them to answer you. I'm not, because everything is like that this year and last year. So annoying. So like Dr. Spearman offered me the job, but I don't have an official start date. When will I start and how will I like working for him? Right, that's good. That's good. That's good. When will I start? It could be pretty soon, like maybe the beginning of March. Let's see. How will I like working for him? I think you're going to like it. You should like it. You know, the first couple of weeks you may be a little undecided. You may not know what to think. Just kind of hang in there because it's going to improve. Things start to move forward quickly, and this could be something that leads you, like it could open other doors for you. So I think that this is a good thing for you. I do. I think that like you're being guided by the divine. You may need to have a little bit of patience in the beginning, but it may lead you to some other opportunities. It's good. It's good. I think you're going to like it, and I think it's a good thing that you got it, and you're going to leave the other place. So the hell with that. That place was a stepping stone anyway, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is too, but it's going to open doors for you that you didn't have before. So this is a good thing. That's awesome. Miguel, that's fine. You can send a question. Let me see. Who else haven't I gotten to yet? Karina Godley, why hasn't he contacted me? Feeling a little bit stuck, feeling a little bit stagnant, and a little bit disappointed. Communication is down right now. It may take a while to hear from him. If you want to speak to him, I would suggest you reach out to him. It'll just speed things up. MJ, who's coming towards me next in love? Who's coming towards me next in love? Got a Pisces coming in, starting a new journey out of the clear blue sky that's being guided by the divine with some nice new energy. Pisces and Cancer. Got a Pisces and a Cancer coming in. I love that the Sagittarius was upset about the flowers. That just makes my day. I love that. So like he said, it's an opportunity for me to eventually become his office manager. Oh, that's great. That is great. J, general. No longer feeling burdened by the weight of the world, but feeling like your life is moving forward, listening to your intuition. Got some good luck coming in. Offer comes in that may be hard to turn down. That could be, maybe it's the FedEx thing. It also looks like you do have a committed relationship on the horizon should you choose to enter it. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful of that card if you don't want children right now. It could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Somebody from your past is also returning with the Six of Cups. J, love. If you've been feeling lately disappointed or feeling like everything has kind of been stuck, that should change because you've got the Judgment card. Being guided by the divine. You've got an Aquarius coming in. You've got an Aries. You've got a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And then you also have a Capricorn here. Slow and steady wins the race, but life is moving forward. Somebody presents you with an offer that will be hard to turn down. And you're prepared for celebration. You're prepared and you got cause for celebration coming in. It's okay if you guys have to go. I'll do your readings and then I will wrap it up. That's okay, and I'll come back on tonight. But Miguel, you didn't send a question. I already didn't see it. Let me make sure that I get that one. Miguel, send the question in. Zara, what goes through the Pisces mind regarding me? They think that you're intuitive. They think that you're a nice person. They think that you're stable and sincere, but they don't really feel like there's much room for growth and transformation, or they don't see much changing here. It also looks like communication between the two of you may be down. But Bisha, what S wants from me, he's been flirting with me. He's undecided. He doesn't know what he wants. Some days he does want things to move forward. Some days he's not sure. So I would just, you know, kind of roll with it now and let's see what happens. Because Lovers is in reverse, which would indicate he's not looking for a committed relationship at this point or doesn't see it happening. But the Death card means that there is room for growth and transformation. So you just may need to give it a little bit of time to let it unravel organically. Amen. When F is going to find the one, there is not just one person. I can't answer that. There's just not one person for all of us. So I can't say that this person's going to find the one on April 1st, because there isn't the one. There are many people that are brought into our lives so that we are to learn from them. So I can't answer a question like that. How is her health and condition regarding her diagnosis with high blood pressure? If she takes care of her, if she follows her, like a diet, watches her salt, and she stays on top of her exercise, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Her health overall is okay. Her blood pressure is a little high. But if she does what she needs to do, she can control it. Thank you, Try Hard. Thank you for that update. I'm glad you got the job. Soleil, working situation at the Judson Center next week. It may be okay next week. There may not be all that much going on. It seems like everything comes to a halt, or they're doing whatever they need to do behind the scenes, and it hasn't really affected anybody yet. Maybe towards the end of the week, you feel like things have made a change for the better and you're feeling successful around the situation. But I don't think all that much is going to happen next week. I think it's an average week. And how is her love life going? She's got growth and transformation coming in around her and an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. She's not holding herself back and she's not feeling burdened. Things will move forward with this person. She's being guided by the divine. How does S feel about me? Feels like you're focused, kind, caring, sincere, hardworking, loyal, creative, strong, and independent. Zara wants general. General for the weekend. Happiness comes out over the weekend and feeling like you're no longer holding yourself back. Listening to your intuition, a fire sign is around Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you may be working very hard on a creative project. There also could be a little bit of adventure coming in this weekend. Not a bad weekend. Sorry, Gonzalez. The Scorpio is dealing with an Aquarius. Just wanted to know what his steps towards me look like and what I can expect next. Okay, let's see what's going on with the Aquarius. around the Scorpio. Okay, he's a little bit slow and steady, but communication comes in. He's not holding himself back. Things start to move forward. He could be a little bit erratic. That's typical of Aquarians. So just kind of like, you just kind of have to expect the unexpected with Aquarius. That's just how they are. It does look like there is happiness that comes in around this situation. I'm not seeing a commitment yet, but that's okay. It could be coming. I would say give it a little bit of time because he's prepared for things to move forward and the relationship is starting to strengthen. I wouldn't force or manipulate anything. I would just let it kind of happen naturally. Communication could come in soon and you should be seeing him relatively soon, possibly sometime this weekend or next week. So just kind of go with it because he's around. He's around the picture. It's just Aquarians sometimes can be hard to nail down exactly what they're going to do because that's just how they are. General for Mel. Let me just do this because I know they got to go, these guys. Feeling prepared and ready for cause for celebration. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You could have a commitment on the horizon. You also have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries coming in, and a Libra. You have an Aries around too. Now, that also could mean that these people are like legitimate people that would have your back. They would be, you know, maybe it's not another Aries. Maybe it's just somebody who is legitimate, you know, like somebody that would be loyal. Anyway, you've got growth and transformation coming to your life. Communication comes in out of the blue, and the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, especially when it comes to money or side business. Five of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief. Disappointment moves into the past, and listening to your intuition. You may have a Taurus around you too. Pinky, what's going on with the Pisces? Oh, bye, Jay. Thank you. I'll see you later. The Pisces is undecided, and Pisces ain't in good shape. It's like they come up as undecided and feeling unsuccessful. They feel like the Knight of Cups is in reverse, so love around them is not that great either. It also looks like they may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, but they're not really doing much of anything else. They feel unlucky. They're kind of feeling sorry for themselves right now. Nawal, intentions of the Pisces. Intentions of the Pisces. The Pisces, it doesn't look like you're getting all that much from this person. The Three of Cups is in reverse, which could indicate there's a third party that's interfering with this situation. It also looks like they have some sharp energy around them, and they may have walked away, or they may be taking some time and space. The Love Cup is in reverse too. I would keep your options open. I think you have an Earth sign coming in here that may be ready, willing, and able, and they may like you very much. They come in as very well balanced, like they put in a lot of effort. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Zerai. May I know the future actions for the Pisces towards me? They seem very slow and stagnant, and you've got death in reverse. So wherever things are right now, this is kind of where things are going to hang out for a while. Not much changes. It looks like they may make you anxious because they're not taking much action. I would keep your options open. You've got a Leo and a Sagittarius coming in around you that could be a pretty good fits. Lena, a love reading between me and S. All right, I don't know where you are in this relationship, but it doesn't look there's no love here. Like I'm not seeing I don't have the love cards like the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, or the Lovers card. It shows here that one person may be trying to be more in control of the other, or there could be a level of control here between the two of you. Somebody is holding themselves back and has a lot of anger or hostility around that. The Knight of Cups is in reverse, and so is the Knight of Swords. So I would think that communication and also interest may have run out. I would keep your options open as well. I don't think you're getting all that much out of the Pisces. But it does look like you have hope on the horizon for new stuff to come in. New energy comes in that brings in happiness. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and also a Virgo is coming in. I don't know where you guys are in that relationship. If you aren't in a committed relationship right now, I don't think it's headed that way. Not now, anyhow. Did I do Bashira? I don't think I did. What should I expect from Pisces in the future? Next steps. Communication. Communication comes in, but it's sporadic. It's like it comes in and then it goes, and then you feel burdened by the situation and their sharp energy. You may end up walking away from this person because you could feel like it's not going anywhere. And then there's an earth sign that comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. When that person shows up, you may feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you can breathe a sigh of relief because that earth sign may be putting in much more effort than the Pisces does. Nemo, will I move on from Joseph and heal? Yes, you will. You will. There's no doubt. Yeah, you will. It just takes a little bit of time. The best thing to do when you have to get over someone is to avoid, like cut it, cut it off. So, don't stalk their Facebook page. Don't drive past where they work. Don't try to run into them. Avoid them. Avoid them and get busy doing something else. Because once you have some time and distance between you and this person, you won't even want them anymore. Most of the time, people find that they're holding on to things that never really were anyway. It's like people don't want to leave the relationship because they don't want to be single, not because they're in love with this person, because that person really was, wasn't all it was cracked up to be. So a little bit of time and space and you'll feel better. Moon. What's the outcome if I quit my job and focus on my passion? They're changing my schedule from 4 to 3 and I'm feeling a little more prepared now. Okay. I wouldn't do it. You got a tower moment happening here. And you've got some sharp energy around the situation, and it may set you back. It also seems to throw you out of balance. I wouldn't suggest it, not at this point. Because I don't know what your passion is. Like some things are a little bit more obtainable than others. And some things can happen much quicker than others. You know what I mean? Like if I wanted to, I don't know, be an astronaut, that's really hard. So for me to quit my job and hoping to be an astronaut, it probably wouldn't happen. But if you had something that was a little bit more grounded and stable that you could make happen pretty quicker, then I might suggest it, but not with the tower. It looks like it may be a disaster if you quit right now. But see, that's exactly the whole thing, Nima. It's like you don't want that person anymore, but you still have that. I trust me, I totally get what you're saying. And sometimes you can look at a situation and you can see every reasons why You don't want to be with that person, or you don't want to go back to the situation, but yet you still feel hurt by it. It's totally normal. It's totally normal. It's like, and then it's really, when you break it down to like the brass tacks, it's not about the person, it's about the hurt. And it's about that hurt that you're experiencing over because it's happened before. Maybe not in the same way by the same person, but it's reopening that same wound. And then it's the idea of having to start over again. It's a whole bunch of things, but you're on the right track. You'll be fine. It just sucks. You know, I feel like it shouldn't have to be like this. Things should just work out better. But I don't make the rules. All right, who here haven't I gotten to yet? Let me see. Miss Rosie, I didn't do. Does A think that I moved on? Maybe, yeah. Mm-hmm. But Maria, why did GV reach out again? Does he want a relationship? Does GV want a relationship? Mm-mm. He doesn't want a relationship. It looks like he's waiting for his ship to come in. He's feeling a little stagnant, and he could be possibly looking to hook up or be friends with benefits. I'm not seeing a relationship come in here. So if you don't, if you may just like disregard this person. I don't think he's got bad intentions. Like, I don't think he's like coming in to use you, but I think he's coming in to see, what's going on. Pretty Elda. Does S have feelings for me and want a romantic relationship? There's possibility on the horizon, but he may not be 100% there just yet. He's interested. He's interested. He just may not make the commitment yet. Like, he may not be ready for the total commitment, but things may start to unravel around the situation pretty easily for you. Just kind of hang in there a minute. Give it a little bit of time to work itself out. Anybody here that I haven't answered for? I think I got to everyone. Oh, yeah, I don't like ghosting people either, but if he's going to be a thorn in your side, get rid of him. You don't have to, it's like, me too. Like, I would never want to treat anybody like that. Even people I don't like or I don't want to deal with, if they text me, I can't not answer them. I have to answer everyone. It's just how I am, because I don't like not being answered. But you don't have to sacrifice because of this person's being persistent. Do you know what I mean? Like, they got to get the hint, and if they don't get the hint by you telling them and they're still bothering you, then ignore them. It's like, you can tell them nice once, you can tell them nice twice, but if they continue to, because it's like, nice guys wind up finishing last, and then you'll find yourself stuck entertaining this guy because you don't know how to say no, because you feel bad, right? That's what would happen with me. And I don't, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't think we have to do that to ourselves anymore. But I can appreciate where you're coming from, because I don't like ghosting people either. I think that it's probably one of the shittiest things that you can do to somebody, to just vanish and disappear out of the clear blue sky. The thing is that we only look at ghosting when it speaks of romantic interests. Like, my very close friends that, like, I went to high school with, I sometimes go years without talking to them. I don't look at them like they've ghosted me. It's just how life is. But it's different when it's a romantic person, because then it's like, it's like I was ghosted. But meanwhile, sometimes the person's intentions weren't to ghost. It's just time got away. Like, that happens sometimes. But like, my one friend, Kim, I've known her since I'm 13 years old. I hadn't talked to her in probably a couple of years. And then Thanksgiving was coming up, and I forgot that her family moved to Maryland. I was thinking that they still lived here. So I reached out to her to ask her if she would be down for Thanksgiving, not even thinking about the COVID thing. And then she was like, "No, I can't. I can't leave the state because when I come back, I have to quarantine for 2 weeks. She's got to work." But I hadn't spoken to her in years, and we don't look at each other as ghosting each other. So, I mean, I've actually been talking to her a lot recently, but that could fall off, and it doesn't mean that we've ghosted each other, but, you know, I get what you're saying. Um, Moon. I read tarot for a passion. Could I make ends meet? Let me see. You could eventually. I just don't know if now is the time. I don't know if you feel like it's stable enough that you'd be able to swing it. See, that's the thing. Like reading tarot, like you can do it in your own time and still work. I mean, I always did. So the only reason why now really that I do it full time is because of Avery. But even aside from Avery, I'm not teaching yoga anymore. We all got laid off. But if I had to make the decision to quit my job to read tarot, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because it's just I mean, you could make ends meet. It's just any business, right? It's scary, right? All right, my father would probably disagree with me. He would feel like you have to work for yourself. My dad always worked for himself, and he never had a problem working for himself. But he's an artist. Not everybody has that ability. I don't. I can't do that. Um, thing is that if you give up this job, it's maybe hard to find another full-time job with all the benefits that you get with this job and paying into, I mean, like, there's a lot that goes into it. There's Social Security. You're going to have to pay taxes. How are you going to pay, like, there's like, I'm facing that now. When I have my taxes done next year, I didn't pay taxes all last year. So now I'm going to have to come up with a lump sum of money and pay taxes. So there's that to think about. Like, there's just a lot that you have to think about. And the cards don't indicate that it's the best time right now for you to do that. You know? New chapter. Oh, let me do new chapter, and then I'll go back up to Arlene. What can I expect next in love? Well, there seems to be indecision and upheaval around your love life recently. You may be feeling out of balance, or you may be feeling ungrounded. It looks like you have new energy coming in that could be successful. Got a Capricorn coming in. You may feel like you've been treated unfairly, but you're not holding yourself back, and you will be keeping your options open. You got a Virgo that comes in. You have a Capricorn, and your love life changes for the better quickly, but if that might not happen right away. It may be a couple of months down the line. Got new energy coming in. Arlene, my parents are blocking me from falling in love. Is there a possibility for me and my Virgo to have a long-term relationship? Nobody can block you from falling in love. The only person that can block you from falling in love is yourself. If you feel like your parents are keeping you like under lock and key and they don't let you out, so you can't pursue a relationship, that's different. But the physical act of falling in love with someone has nothing to do with anybody or somebody else falling in love with you. That has all to do with you, not anybody else. Like, I can't control whether or not the neighbors fall in love. Like, I'm not in control of that. I'm not in control of Avery either. Like, I can't control who falls in love with her or who she falls in love with. I can control whether or not she leaves this house if she's under 18, but and even that you can't really control, because you know how kids are. They climb out the window and everything else. But that's not up to, that has nothing to do with them. Is there a possibility for me and my Virgo to have a long-term relationship? See, the issue here is not your parents. The issue is, like, Somebody's parents can't prevent somebody else from feeling something. You know, like I can't prevent some random kid from falling in love with Avery. I don't have that kind of power. There's a slim chance that the two of you can have a long-term relationship, but it's not because of your parents. There's other things that need to be worked out around this situation. Lydia, what can you tell me about the guy from the past coming back? What can you tell me about the guy from the past coming back? He's hardworking, could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. He also looks like he's well prepared. He may be a little bit of a nervous type. He's got money. He's stable. He's sincere. His feelings have always been very real. He may be spiritually connected or he may be religious. He's got a strong sense of intuition and he comes in out of the blue. Mel, you can close. Thank you. TD, general for today and the rest of the weekend. You've got an ambitious fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, not feeling like you're stuck, feeling like life is moving forward. You had cause for celebration that comes in around a wish that happens either today or sometime this weekend, moving forward with your life. Could be a very significant weekend when it comes to a love connection. You got the Lover's card here, and you have a wish with the Nine of Cups. It looks like somebody could come in with an offer that would be hard to turn down, that you may feel successful about starting a new journey. April, general for next week. Next week, it looks like you're being guided by the divine. You're not looking back on the past fondly, but you're looking very optimistically towards the future. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. Water sign is around Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Your intuition is spot on and you're feeling balanced. And like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief because life is moving forward. Should be a good week. Moon, I hate my job. I work at Walmart distribution. They're changing my schedule. 11 hours a day, 5 days. It pays well, but it's hard on. Maybe it would be a huge pay cut. Yeah. See, that's the thing. You know what? It's the one thing that I don't like about myself is that I never. Well, there are a lot of things that I could work on, but one thing is that I always stayed at jobs where I didn't think, like I just didn't leave them. I wasn't thrilled with them, but I didn't leave them. But looking back on it, I'm grateful that I didn't, because when I was working at A&P, which I worked there, I started working there at 15 and I never quit. I left the night that we closed, they went out of business. I was there when we locked the door. That was the end of it. But I was grateful that I didn't quit, because when I got laid off from my day job, I was able to swing it between teaching yoga full-time and A&P. I was able to make ends meet, no problem. If I didn't have the A&P job, I never would have survived. Once A&P was gone, I couldn't find anything to replace it. Nothing that wanted to pay me what I was making with A&P. The other grocery stores wanted to start me at minimum wage. I was making over twice minimum wage at A&P. Plus, I was making time and a half on Sunday. So for me, I was grateful that I didn't quit it. And there were so many times that I was going to quit and I never did. So my suggestion would be to stick it out until you have something stable or something that you can go to, even if it's something part-time, or if they let you cut down to part-time. I just wouldn't leave it completely. I know that you probably hate it. Let me tell you something. 14 years I worked full-time for a company and I worked part-time at night for A&P. I fucking hated it. For 2 years, I worked full-time, part-time, and I taught yoga. Taught yoga 6:30 in the morning, went to my full-time job, and went to A&P at night. So I know all about the hustle, and I know how badly it sucks. But you know what? At the end of the day, I was glad that I didn't give up A&P. Even though that, like, I felt like I can't give up a full-time job. I can't give up full-time benefits. I can't give that up. But they laid me off. And when they laid me off, I was grateful to have A&P. So, I mean, it's definitely a double-edged sword. I know that you hate it, but with everything being so uncertain these days, I just wouldn't give it up. No, I wouldn't. That's just my opinion, though. You know, like, that's just... Um, how about Ignacio? I didn't answer one for. I'd like to know, what does T think of me? What does T think of me? Feels like the two of you have a nice connection. Thinks that you're kind, caring. Feels like you're attractive, very intuitive, incredibly smart. Thinks that you're very attractive, happy, and easy to be around, or that you're a lot of fun. They also may think that you have a nice spiritual connection. Aileen, what's going to happen between N and I? What's going to happen between N and I? Things move forward and head towards starting a new journey together, or some spontaneity comes in that's a lot of fun. I don't see any love here yet, but that doesn't mean it won't develop if it is a love relationship. It does look like there is opportunity for this relationship to move forward, to start a new journey together, and for success to come in. All right. Pretty Yalda, I did that one a little while ago. Eve, should I continue my business degree or should I switch? Should I continue with my business degree? Continue with the business degree. 3 aces is pretty certain that you should stick with that. All right, that's it for me for right now. I'll be back on tonight. I'll be on tonight probably about 10 maybe, something like that. Alrighty. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you guys tonight. Have a nice afternoon. Bye-bye.